welcome to Real News Engineering. In today's session, we'll be discussing about linear regression. It's the most basic and important topic, right? So before moving ahead to the technical things, let's understand it with the help of example. So here you can see there is two values, x values and y values. Okay. So what the x value represent the traffic and what the y value the worth, right? Suppose you are having your websites, okay, and day by day the traffic of the website is increasing, like it's 100 then 180 to 50. In this manner it's increasing, and according to the increasing of the visitors or the traffic, the worth is also increasing, like 150, 200, 250. Okay, as the traffic is increasing, so your worth is also increasing. Okay, so here two things are pointed out through this example. Like first thing is your x represent, or the traffic represents your independent variable. X represents your independent variable and y represents your dependent variable. That's a very, why I'm telling about this independent and dependent, because it's an important term in case of your linear regression. Okay, so try to understand it. What is the independent? Independent means here you can see that the worth, the income, it totally 100% depends upon your traffic. Okay, I can predict the income with respect to my traffic. As the number of traffic increases, my income will increase. But is that so that my income depends upon my traffic growth? But the income totally depends upon my x values. But my x value or my traffic value doesn't depend upon my income. So this y value is totally dependent on my x value. So x is called as my independent variable and y is called as my dependent variable. Okay, so this is the most important terms of your linear regression. Okay, now as we have understand the things like what is dependent, what is independent variable and the x, let's move ahead and represent this x, my traffic and my worth variable, and my x and y variables in the two-dimensional figure. So here you can see x-axis is my worth traffic and y-axis represents my income or my worth. Okay, so here you can see if I try to draw a line with respect to my x and y-axis, like 100, if when the x value is 100, y is 150, I'll get a point here. When I will try to draw, when x value is 180, my y value is 200, I will get a point over here. Okay, here. Again, when my x value is 250, y is 250. So in between I will get a point, right? Again, when my x value traffic is 320, my income is 350. So somewhere between here I will get a point. Okay. Last is 400. So 400 I will get a point over here. So if I join these points, I will get a straight line. If I join these points, I will get a straight line. Okay. Here actually I have represented the data in such a way that when I am plotting these points, okay, I am getting a straight line. Okay, this line is called as your line of regression. This line is called as your line of regression. Okay, with the help of x and y data, that is my independent and y is my dependent variable, I am getting a straight line. Okay, when I am plotting, I am getting a straight line. And this line, and what the most important thing is that all the values of x and y axis are coming under the, above, exactly above the line. All the data points are plotted exactly above the straight line. Okay, it is passing through all the data points. Okay, so this line is called as my line of regression, or you can say linear regression. Why linear? Why linear? In case of linear regression, your line will be always linear in nature. It will be always a linear in nature. It will not like this. It will not haphazard in nature. It will always be linearly increasing or decreasing if in that case. Okay, so it will be always linear in nature. It's not this type of curve or something you will not get. Okay, in case of logical regression, that is a different thing. Okay, that is true, false. I will make another video on that. But in case of your linear regression, make sure the line is always linear in nature, right? Another thing which I want to see is that this line of regression is totally based on y equal to mx plus c. This is what? This is the equation of a line. This is equation of a line as we already know. So this line of regression is totally based upon this line of equation. Okay, this line of equation. right? And one more thing I want to tell you, that here with the help of example, I have plotted a graph. Okay, I tried to plot a graph with the help of x and y axis, and all the line fits in my line of regression. So this I can tell this is my best fit line. This is my best fit line. I can say that. Okay, because all the data points are coming, and our motto is that our line of regression should pass through all the given data points. But in real scenarios, that's so no. In real scenarios, that's so no. Definitely no. Because we are having thousands of points. It's impossible that our line of regression will pass through every 1,000 points. It's impossible. So in that case, what is the how to calculate the line of regression and how to calculate the best fit line? That's the point. Okay, that's the scenario when we have to go for the regression analysis. Okay, let's understand now. This is the concept, overall concept. What is the concept? You understand? Now I will tell you about the mathematical things and also how to calculate the error. That also I will tell. Okay. One more thing before that, I'm telling you that when I'm telling you that y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. So here my x value is given, y value is given. So if I put y value, and this is a line of equation, so if I put y and x value, if I put the two values, but m and c are unknown, so I cannot, still the equation cannot be solved. So I want either my m or my c value. C is what? Your y intercept. Okay, line which passes at the cuts at the y axis. So for m, to calculate m value, there is a formula. This is a formula. M is equals to summation of x minus x bar multiplied with y minus y bar divided by summation of x minus x bar whole square. So what is this x bar? X bar is the mean of this. You have to sum it up and divide it by 5. Okay, this is the mean of x bar is the mean of x, and y bar is the mean of your what? Y value. This is the x value. Okay, so you have to calculate the mean of these two, x and y, and you have to put in this formula you have to put. So after the whole calculation, you will get your m values. Okay, so after getting your m values, you are now having your m values. In your data sets, you are having your x values and given y values. Okay, the actual data points values. Okay, now easily you can calculate your c, y intercept. So after getting your m, so now you got your y intercept. Okay, after putting in the formula y, m and x, you get your c. So after getting my m and c values, this will be my line of equation. Suppose y is equals to, or you can say y predicted is equals to, suppose my m is 0.2. Suppose randomly I am taking the value m is 0.2 and my x is, suppose it is 100. Okay, into 100 plus c I am getting, suppose 100. I am getting the c value is 100. So when I try to solve this equation, okay, so after getting c and m values, suppose I am getting y is equal to m value, I am getting 0.2, x plus c is, suppose I am getting 100. Okay, so this line is called, this equation is called my equation for line of regression. This is called my equation for line of regression, right? This is called as my equation for line of regression. Okay. So when I am getting my c and m values, I can put that and I can get the equation of line for regression. Okay, this is called my y predicted value. Suppose I will put the values minus 0.2, my given x or traffic value. Why this y value is given, and we have to calculate some predicted values. We have to calculate the already given y values, but we have to calculate our predicted y values through the use of this linear regression, right? So here I am getting y, p I want to calculate, 0.2 I am getting as my m value, x is given as 100 plus 100. So what I will be getting here? I will be getting here what? 20 plus 100, I will be getting here 120. So my y predicted is 120, but my given y is 150, right? My given what is 150? What is the actual value? But my predicted predicted value is 120. So there is an error. Okay, there is an error. I have given that I will get the y value 150, but there is a difference 120. I mean the difference of 30 is coming. Okay, so when suppose my predicted value is my y value is something over here. Okay, and I am getting my predicted values over here. So this line, this much is my, this is the distance, or this is the error. This is the error because this is my what? This is my y predicted or y given. This is my y actual value. This is my actual value, and this is my predicted value. This is my predicted value. So I am getting a error now. I am getting a error. There is a difference between my actual value and the predicted value. Okay, so this is the way in which we will get the error. Okay, so how you have to calculate the error? This is the formula to calculate the error. That is r square is equal to summation of y predicted minus y bar whole square divided by summation of y minus y bar whole square. So this is the the things what this is the formula. This will mean square value. This will calculate your mean error value. This will calculate your mean error value. So here what while you are implementing, what it will do, what your system will do, it will take iteration for m values, like for m1, 2, 2, 3, 4, like this. It will take the iteration of m values, taking different m values, it will take the iteration, and it will also try to draw a line. It will try to draw a line in which the error will be minimal. It will try to draw a line in this way. It will try to draw a line in the whole plane, and it will try to calculate where the y predicted value is similar to my, not similar, if it's mostly equivalent to my y actual value. Also in that way it will decide the line of regression where the error will be meaning. So this is the whole scenario of linear regression. I hope you like the video. If you like it, share the video, subscribe to the channel and like the video. If any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Hope you like, guys. See you in the next video. Thank you.